Hi, this is Dr. Gary. Welcome to our weekly tune-up this week. Just a couple of footnotes. We had a lot of feedback on the virus words last week, and I really appreciate it from all of you. We actually had one viewer last week said, wow, these are really long. I used to be able to handle those 3 to 5 minute ones, but they're longer now, Gary. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to shorten these up just a little bit, be a little bit more to the point, and we'll see if we can help a little bit of you, because I know we're all limited on time, so I get it. And that was from Carla down there in Santa Cruz. So if none of you like it, it's all her fault. I'm just I know Carla's going to appreciate that. All right, everyone. Today, I want to talk about relationships. You know, even if we're not in a relationship, we still have relationships, whether it's with our friends or it's a lover or a business guy or something like that. We're always in relationships. A lot of people think when we say relationships, it's just a romantic relationship or one that we're having with our spouse. Relationships are part of life. Relationships are something that we're going to do. A lot of people come to me and say they're very shy, or they are afraid of people, or they really don't even like to be around people. What does that mean? Well, a lot of times when it means you don't want to be around people, it means something's going on inside you, make you a little bit insecure about having relationships. Now, one of the key elements of a relationship is to be authentic. Let people see you as you really are. And sometimes that's a good thing, and sometimes it's not so good. But here's what I've learned. If you'll just be who you are, there's a certain amount of people out there that will love who you are. And then there's going to be a certain amount of people that just don't. And that's okay. You know, in this world, if we were all the same, it'd be pretty boring. We'd end up all doing the same thing and have the same colored house and the same kind of car and wear the same kind of clothes and be pretty sterile out there. So one of the beauties of life is we're all a little bit different. And even this week I made a mistake by saying to someone that, yeah, I know a lot of people like you, and it actually insulted her. And she was right. There's nobody like anybody. We're all unique. So we got to really deliver our intentions when we're in relationships. Just like that comment I just made to someone that offended them a little bit. My intention was good. They received it as kind of an insult. It wasn't my intention to insult somebody. This happens in our relationships all the time. Somebody says something to you and you don't like it. So immediately you kind of fluff up and you get defensive, and all of a sudden you're mad at them and you think, oh, they don't like me anymore. And most of the time that isn't even what it was about. Remember, in all these tune-ups I've done, I talk about this one thing called a complex equivalency. That is the way people view their own world. Each one of us have a unique view on everything. Our experience is our experience, and your experience is your experience. So what that means is everything you know, somebody else doesn't know it the way you know it. So when you say something, your perception of what you said might be complimentary or nice, but another person may not hear it that way. Now, does that mean something's wrong with you and you did it wrong? No. Does it mean something's wrong with them and they're all wet? No. It just means your responsibility in any relationship, any communication, is to recover your intention and let people know what your intention was. And even sometimes just saying, you know, I apologize for that. My intention was to say this. And if you took it that way, that wasn't my intention. And usually that cleans it up. People want people to be right. Always remember, when you're around strangers, people really want you to be right. If you just meet someone for the first time, maybe you're going on a blind date, people want you to be the guy or the girl. It's not that they're immediately looking at reasons that you're not. It's actually the opposite. People look for reasons this can work. So in our relationships, people want it to work. All of us are inherently pretty good people. And when you meet someone, maybe for the first time, maybe it is a Match.com date or something like that, just know that they want it to work, you want it to work, and look for the good intentions in people. And if someone says something to you that you don't understand or seems a little insulting, speak up. Say, you know what, the way I heard that didn't feel that good. And I know that person didn't mean it that way. Give them a chance to recover that. The good thing in communication is you're always communicating. A very small part of it is the words you use. A lot of it is the inference, the intention of your energy behind what you say, the way you say it. You can use the same words and say it a million different ways and make a million different meanings out of it, out of the same words. So be careful and always deliver your intention, especially in your loving relationships with people that count on you, that trust you, that love you. It's easy to say the wrong thing. However, it's usually not the wrong thing if you deliver the intentions. People will understand that. So this week, it's really important, whether we're working with our boss or our kids or someone that we are dating, or maybe a husband or a wife or a business partner or our boss, deliver your intentions. And sometimes when we send voicemails and send emails, those intentions aren't delivered very well because they're hurried. And especially when we're text messaging, a lot of times a letter gets dropped and it means something completely different, and we're completely unaware that happened. Or maybe there's a series of text messages and the middle one was missing. So, wow, what were they saying? So nothing beats verbal communication, looking someone in the eye and telling them what you mean, and making sure they understand exactly what you intended. So let's work on that this week. Until next week, this is Dr. Gary wishing you an extraordinary communicative week. Until we see each other again, you have a great week. Bye-bye.